Hey everyone and welcome back. Now in today's video we'll be discussing about the Consul namespaces. Now namespace provides a separation for teams within a single organization, which in turn enables them to share access to one or more Consul data center without conflict. This is very important. So let's quickly understand the challenge. So let's say that you have a Consul data center of India, and within here a Bob team has added a key with the name of max memory and a max CPU for the application that the Bob team is going to manage. Now you also have a Alice team. Now Alice team's app configuration also has a same key, which is max memory and max CPU. So since the key value is being shared across the data center for all of the teams that are working in an organization, Alice team will not be able to have a key with the same name. So they'll have to think about a different name. So similarly, if there are 100 teams, then there will always be some conflict on the naming of the key, primarily because for the application configuration, it can happen that within 100 team, maybe 20 team might be thinking of the same key that they want to put. So not only this leads to a lot of conflict among the naming convention, but it also can lead to issues if some team wants to update their key and they update the key of another team member. So it becomes a lot of challenge in a larger organization. So in the longer term, having a namespace feature is very important. So namespace provides separation for teams within a single organization, enabling them to share access to one or more Consul data center without conflict. So what will happen is within a Consul data center here, there will be a logical separation altogether. So in this case, you have a namespace A and namespace B. And both of these will have same set of features. So they'll have a key value, they'll have a services and so on. So what you will do, you give a Bob team access to namespace A, you give Alice team access to namespace B. And since they are separated, what will happen is Alice team will be able to create the key with the exact same name, similar to what Bob is creating, but within their own namespace. This is important part to remember. So let's jump into practical so that this can be better understood. So currently I am in the Consul GUI. Now here you see that you have an option for namespace. Currently we are in the default namespace. So let's quickly go to key value. Let's click on create. I'll just call it as default-ns just to have a quick overview, and I'll say default namespace over here. Alright, so this specific key value pair is associated with a default namespace, or you can consider a namespace A. So if another team wants to have their own key values and so on, instead of giving them access to the default namespace, you can go ahead and create a new namespace. So let's call it as Bob team, and I'll click on save. So from here, let's go ahead and switch to the Bob team namespace. So within here, the key value that we had created, here you see that the key value does not exist. So a Bob team can go ahead and create the key with the exact same name. However, you can have a different value, say Bob namespace. Alright, so now you have a key with the name of default-ns within the Bob team namespace, and you have the same one also available within the default namespace. So this is a much more better way, and you can also go ahead and assign permission based on namespaces so that the team member will be able to have much more granular permission and much more open permission into their namespace that is being used for their team exclusively. So that is the benefit of the Consul namespace. So I hope at a high level overview you understood the basic concept behind namespaces.